So I've had a lot of people come and ask me, how do you manage everything? How do you work in time management to get the things done that you want to get done? And there's a few things that I've learned over the last few years of coaching and being an entrepreneur that truly has helped me. I've learned from some great mentors, and they've given some great tips that I've been able to implement into my life that now I can share with you. So, first off, you've got to have a vision. You really do have to have a vision of what you want. What is the goal here? What do you want to accomplish? What is your why? What is most important to you? We all have 24 hours in the day. We all have 7 days a week, and we're all busy. I think it's very interesting people talk about being busy though, because the thing is, we all have a lot of things to do. It's just a matter of, are we doing the right things? And are we doing the right things that move us towards that goal, that why, that vision? So my first thought is take an inventory of your day. Like, what is going on? Look at how you're spending time. And I actually suggest journaling it. Take a notepad with you through the day if you can map it out as your day goes, or maybe it's just at a lunch break or a dinner break or at the end of the day. Really start to think though how you are spending your time, because that's going to be the first key to be like, whoa, I'm actually kind of wasting some time. And we really do waste time, and we don't realize it. Think about how many minutes you waste chit-chatting with people in the office, or how much time you waste if you're putzing around on social media, right? Now, sometimes these things are necessary and you do have to have some conversation, or maybe you use social media for work, but it's about starting to have structure with it so you stay focused with that time versus just, whoop, there goes 15 minutes and I've lost it. So journal your day and figure out where you are spending your time. That's the first thing, or I should really say the second thing. Having a goal, having a vision of where you want your life to be, what it should look like, what are your goals? That's number one. Number two, journal and figure out where you're spending your time. I bet you, I would put money down. I would bet that you are wasting time and you don't realize it. So just mapping out your day will help you. The next thing is to schedule. So now that you know what you're doing through the day, now you can say, okay, I can get myself back an hour in the day if I don't do this and I don't do that, right? So now use a calendar. I love my smartphone. I live with my calendar. I put everything down. I put everything down in my calendar to how much time I need for lunch, how much time I'm gonna need to travel, putting in showering and getting ready for whatever it is for the day. I even schedule in my downtime. And that's really important too, because we do want to have downtime. We want to feel like we have a little bit of a break in the craziness. We all have work, maybe multiple jobs, family, friends. We want to have a social life. Like, we all have projects and things that we want to be a part of and do, but you have to start thinking about what it is that you're after. What's the main thing that you're after? What are the priorities so that you can schedule them in? And what I like to do with my calendar is figure out what has to get done today, what can get done tomorrow, and what could get done maybe this week or even this month. And one of my great mentors, Darren Hardy, who I've studied with, I don't know him personally, however, I've done a lot of his training. And what I love that he gave as an example is put it on the shelf. So if there's something that you know you need to work on, but you don't have to do it today, but you know you got to work on it, then say, okay, where can I fit this in on my calendar? I'm going to designate some time, and then mentally put it in a box, put it on the shelf, and say, I won't worry about it until I get to that day when I've scheduled it on my calendar. It's just that simple. So think about what has to get done today versus any of the other days. And as those daily activities start to get in line with your goals and your vision of how you want your life to look, you'll start to find a groove and a rhythm. And you'll also find yourself starting to say no to certain things that are not getting you towards your goal. And you're saying yes to the things that are getting towards your goals. And that's the key thing to remember. When you say no to something, doesn't mean you're like depriving yourself of anything. You're saying yes to something that's more important to you. And that's a good thing. That's okay. This is actually one of my favorite books. I've read it a couple of times now. It's called The Rhythm of Life. Matthew Kelly. I love this author. And he's someone who really does dive into understanding the needs, the legitimate needs that we have as a human being, and how to create a groove and a rhythm in your life. And that's the thing that you're coming to me for, saying like, I don't know how to fit it all in. You can't fit it all in. I'm going to just tell you, you can't. So you're going to have to say no to some things in order to be able to say yes to the things that are more important. Prioritize what is more important. Does this mean that there is some sacrifice involved? Yes. But that's a good thing. That's okay. Because trust me, as you start getting closer to the things that are more important, you're going to be happy that you made some sacrifices. One of the things he says in this book, Matthew Kelly and the Rhythm of Life, successful people are in the habit of being disciplined. Undisciplined people are in the habit of being unsuccessful. And you can define success however you want, but what I've truly found as you decide what success means to you, you've got to have discipline. If you run your life in just chaos and no structure, that's how your life is going to continue to unfold, and you're just going to be on that hamster wheel spinning. And if you feel like you're spinning, then it's time to get some structure, which means you got to get disciplined, which means you got to say no to a few things, and you say yes to the things that are the priority. So just remember, it's about your vision, where you want to go. So have passion behind it. Truly believe in what it is that you want for your life or for your family or friend, like whatever that looks like. But for you, what you want in your life, have a passion around that vision and commit to it. And just say, you know what? I've got to say no to this party because it's going to take me away from my goal. I know that I won't be able to do what I need to do tomorrow if I go, and I want to make tomorrow a really productive day. So use your calendar to schedule things in. Pay attention to where you're spending time. And when it comes to health and fitness, since a lot of us work together in that capacity, I really recommend waking up a little bit earlier. It's not always easy to do, and I didn't like waking up super early for a long time, but I've found that when I wake up earlier, the quiet mornings are a really beautiful, calm way to start. Start your day before the rest of your family wakes up. Start your day a little bit earlier than when you need to get ready and get off to work or school or whatever it may be, so that you can have time for your workout. You can have time to maybe read or do a little bit of personal development to get your mind right for the day. And also, as you plan out your week, to make sure that you're having time to meal prep and plan so that you have healthy options in your house, so that you're not in a crazed state and running to fast food places and things like that. So those are some of my tips that I do feel have really, truly helped me stay focused on my goals and being able to get things accomplished. One final thought on that too is handle one thing at a time. When you know you've got multiple things going on, be present for each one in that moment. So you've got your calendar, you've got everything scheduled on your phone, and just know you don't have to worry about what you're going to do at 5 o'clock when it's 1 p.m. Focus on what you have to do at 1 p.m. and then come 5 o'clock, you handle what you have to do then and do one thing at a time. hopefully this helps. Please reach out to me if you have more questions or maybe something that's a little bit more specific to you and your situation, and I am happy to help out.